Racism within our society seems intractable, especially in the context of recent events in Ferguson, Missouri. We must resist acceptance of the status quo, because, as Emerson said, every wall is a door. ACPA On Demand will take viewers on a digital journey with a 4-part video series confronting the reality of racism in the academy. It'll explore America's dualistic structure of race and class within the crucible of St. Louis University, neighbor of the Ferguson community.
And so depending upon what kind of support they had and or they have at this moment, they might not show up with the same kind of consciousness around how race matters.
Our journey focuses on the days immediately following the non-indictment of Officer Darren Wilson and the death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. The non-indictment spurred protests on American campuses, including St. Louis University, which is located near Ferguson. It was a site of racial and religious bias incidents, nonviolent sit-in by Occupy SLU, and peaceful protests following the Michael Brown incident. This video series will feature students and faculty members within the Ferguson community, as well as ACPA senior and emerging scholars, on topics including the impact and earliest memories of experiencing racism.
I'm circling this neighborhood, and they are making every turn that I'm making. As soon as I said that, lights. Like, I hadn't done anything at all besides drive around the neighborhood, and I was clearly profiled.
Demonstrations versus criminality.
There are tree shakers and jelly makers of the people who, create the loud noise and the people who do the systematic change. And because I want to do the systematic change, that's the white way. But the black way and the right way is to set everything on fire.
Oppression and systems of disadvantage.
The Civil Rights Act became more of a benefactor to white women, and now all of the other categories of minorities that are classified. And we continue to move further and further and further and further behind.
And the impact of advocacy.
25 years from now, I would hope that this university would be the place, would have something like an activism studies major and or school, that it would be the place where whatever your ideological perspective was, that if you wanted to learn how to be engaged in social change, that this would be a place you would come.
As thought leaders in student learning and development, we're obligated to recognize the impact and costs racism plays in the lives of our students. So join us as we confront the reality of racism in the academy.